Right, I'm live. Hi guys, I'm on my phone actually today, so I don't know how well this live stream is going to work. I stopped using my phone ages ago because it kept cutting off randomly, so I'm hoping that this stays okay. But yeah, I thought it's just really easy to just come on quickly on the phone and, you know, save setting up the computer and all that sort of stuff. And I'm actually going out in a little bit as well. So yeah, it was really weird this morning. I was the first person other than staff at the carboot. Yeah, it was only, I mean, to clarify, it was only a small carboot. It wasn't like, you know, a massive carboot. It was just like a sort of 2-3 row carboot. Only sort of a one-off one, you know, it only happens once every 2 months or so in summer. But yeah, I was actually the first one there. It wasn't really early, it was only about 6 o'clock, you know. At other boot sales, if you get there at 5:30, it's already been on an hour. So, you know, I mean, it wasn't mega early, but, you know, 6 o'clock, it was still early-ish. And I got there, I was the first one there, I couldn't believe it. But that was kind of my target. I also, when I was going there in the car, I had like motivation speeches and stuff on, and that really helped focus me when I was going in the car, because you can get a bit like really excited and stuff, and when I've got that motivation speech on, I get excited, but it also gives me focus, and I think, right, I know what I've got to do when I'm there. This is what I've got to do. I'm ready, you know, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get what I can. And that's that. So it just helped me doing that. But yeah, we've got a lot of people in the chat, so I'll just try and do some shout outs. We have Paul Slade, we have Andy Robinson, we have Smart Reselling. Morning guys. Power Reselling, morning ads, good to catch you live. Jay Resells, hi ads. I can't pronounce that, I think it's Landalf, morning ads. Hey, that's what I do, haha, so helpful. Yeah, so, I literally had about 6 hours sleep last night. I went to bed at 11 and then got up at 5. And yeah, I should have gone to bed early, but I never do that. When I go to a car boot, I don't like, I'm not one of these people who goes to bed early just because you're going to a car boot. But I had like 9 hours sleep the night before, so it was fine. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble anymore. We're going to get onto it. Did you like the title? Did everyone actually guess, like, get the title, the play on words? It was a Sony kind of day at the boot sale instead of it was a sunny kind of day at the boot sale, or something like that. I put for the title. I only literally put the title a minute ago and I've already forgot, but yeah, that is because I got about 4 Sony items, which was pretty cool. I love picking up Sony stuff, you know, Walkmans, that sort of stuff, so yeah, really nice to see them. And also, I hope this video kind of lets people know that just because you're the first one there, it doesn't necessarily mean you get a load of good stuff. For one, if the stuff isn't there in the first place, you're not going to be able to get it. And for two, your ability might not be as good as someone else's ability. For example, you might not have the diversification in your picking in terms of what you pick up. You might not have... you might not be just fast enough or confident enough. So just because you're the first one at the car boot does not necessarily mean you're just going to clean up. I mean, if you're a good reseller and you're the first one at the car boot and you're confident and you're willing to talk to people and, you know, you look people in the eye and you tell them what you're looking for and stuff, then you might be able to get more stuff. But I think I did pretty well, to be honest. I kind of went for quality over quantity as well. But without further ado, I'll get on with it. I'm not rambling anymore. So, I got this. This was not the first purchase. It was this is a Neil Sophology plush. I think it's from SofaWorks. Paid £2 for him, and I actually bought one from a charity shop for like £2.50 the other week, and sold it within a day for 13 quid. So I thought for £2, yeah, I'll have him, whack him on. It's literally just a quick relist, and yeah, I get 13 quid out of him. Nice bread and butter item. So yeah, been after one of them sloths for ages. Yeah. Yeah, I've got 2 now, which is pretty cool. Well, I had 2. I managed to somehow haggle a DS Lite plus 20 games down to £5 this morning. £5 for 20 games with it. That's great. I mean, DS Lite, they have gone down in price a little bit on FBA. But they're still good. I mean, I'm focusing on trying, when I'm sniping, I'm focusing on trying to get DSIs and 3DSs, because you can get some really decent money for them on FBA sale. Some DSIs are coming down in value a little bit, but the 3DS and the 3DS XL, it's 3DS XL I think it is, they still do really, you know, some of the prices are really, really good. Right, I'll just quickly, we've got reselling polymer, morning ads, no car boot for me. This morning, need to sort out and list the piles of shame. Yeah, I know. Same for me. I mean, I've got loads in that room. I'm literally going to an auction on Tuesday, or going to a viewing tomorrow as well. And it's just, I just keep buying. But anyway, I'll get on with it. I'll keep going. Randomly, I picked one of these up. I've never had one of these. I paid £2 for it. I didn't bother negotiating. A lot of the time, I do negotiate, but on that time I wasn't bothered, so I paid £2 for it. It's really nice condition inside. I don't know whether you're going to see that very well, but really nice inside there. It's got some sort of disc and manual and stuff, and then it's got the actual Zumba things. I only really picked it up because I've seen other people get them, and I think they are coming down in price a little bit, but yeah, I wanted to pick it up for £2 just to find out what it's worth and stuff. If, you know, it's not that much, I'll just whack it on, get my money out of it, or get a bit of profit, a tiny bit of profit out of it, and that's that. But yeah, I don't think they're mega money. I think they used to be about £20 or something like that, but I don't know whether they've come down in value. So that's that one. I got, I think this was either first or second pickup of the day, so it's not great. I always tend to pick things up. The first or second purchase isn't usually great. But yeah, this is just a Glenfiddich tin. Oh god, the chat moved then. Being out of the one. Oh, there we go. It's okay. Power reselling. My spirit animal. Has the cat done much growing yet? Oh, the cat. Yeah. She's done a bit of growing. I mean, it's weird because I've seemed to notice her growing, but people, when people have come round to visit her, they've not seemed to notice it. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, Glenfiddich tin. Some of these do really well, especially with this sort of clans on here, the Scottish clans one. Well, I say really well, I mean they do okay, like bread and butter items. I think the most I've ever got for one of these is about £13. Paid £1 for it, probably looking at about a tenner, maybe a bit less. Some of them are a bit less. But yeah, I just kind of picked it up to get the ball rolling. And I also picked up this other thing to get the ball rolling as well. But this actually could be quite good. I mean, it's not going to be amazing. I don't know, but it could be okay. It's like a little sort of trinket bowl dish or something. Or I don't know what he'd put in there, really. Grapes or something, I don't know, something in there, nuts or something, but it's a piece of studio pottery. It is marked. It's got Joan Davies on the bottom in quite clear inscribed marking, which is nice because sometimes it's hard to see the markings. But yeah, I mean, I think that sort of 12, 15 quid for that I'd probably put on that. I might shoot for 15 quid plus postage, but what I've got to do first is have a look at the name, because if that is a good name and I sell it for 15 quid and it's actually, you know, it's a good potter and it could be worth X amount, you know, I'd kick myself. So yes, you know, for that sort of a piece, it'd probably be about 15 quid, something like that. But I've got to look at the name because I don't want to really undersell it, because that potter is something special. But yeah, it's just a nice little piece. I paid £1 for it. There's no chips or cracks that I've found. I am trying to get a bit better at that, because I seem to every now and then pick up piece of pottery that have chips on. But yeah, no chips or cracks on that one, which is good. So that was a nice little thing for £1. Certainly going to make some money on that one. Yeah, right, okay, we'll do this Tonka truck. I'm trying to be quick today, because I know I ramble a lot, and I know a few people like that, but you know, obviously you've come to see the haul. This is a metal and plastic Tonka truck. The model number is XMB-975. Quite a nice one, quite a big one. Saw it sitting there and oh, that's nice. And she said, and I said, how much you want for it? And she said £5, and I didn't argue. I just thought, yeah, I'll have that for £5. It's nice. Unfortunately, it is a nice truck, but unfortunately this has seen some wear and it is pretty dirty and stickered up and stuff. Now, in really good condition, I don't know, I mean, these sort of things generally you can get about 20 to 40 quid for. There's some exceptions, you know, there's better value ones than that, or worse value ones than 20 quid, but yeah, I'm probably thinking if I can get it cleaned up okay, I might shoot for sort of 25, 30, but I don't know how well I'm going to be able to clean it up with this sticker residue here. I might be able to get it up quite nicely, but if not, it's going to be the bottom end of that, so I'll still make a bit of money. But yeah, I just liked it. I love the look of it, and with it being metal as well, I knew it was a vintagey one. I think it's probably 80s. I'm not 100% sure, but probably 80s. But yeah, quite nice. So yeah, I've had other ones, you see, of that style, and they have been 80s, so that's why I'm saying it's 80s. But you know, feel free to do your own research off that model number. Just being called into work, gonna have to catch up on the video after work. Okay, see you soon, Power Reselling. Called into work on a Sunday. Just be you, mate. If people don't like you rambling, they can always stop watching. I suppose so. Right then, what I think I'll do is save the Sony stuff to last, because I got some really nice items, you know, not necessarily real high value, but just nice items for nice prices. So I'll save them till last. What else? Oh, I'll go with this. Now, do you remember a few weeks ago, I think it was Z who picked up what he called a spotting scope, I think, I'm not sure, but he picked something up like this, and I saw it, and I thought, oh, I recognise that. And then all I remember in my head, what was going around my head is, Zahir, I'm sure Zahir had one of these, and I'm sure he said he was going to get like 30 quid or 70 quid or 50 quid, I don't know, I couldn't remember the price, it was just, I just knew it was a bit of a good value item. But unfortunately this one doesn't seem to be as valuable. Maybe it's because of a brand. It's Optus, O-P-T-U-S. It's 20-60x60, which I imagine is the Zoom or something. I don't know. Now this is actually meant to come with a tripod, and it's a spotting scope, probably for spotting birds or something. I'm not too sure. I've not done tons of research into it, but it was meant to come with like a tripod. I don't know where the tripod would be fixed on, but in the pictures I saw on eBay they were coming down here, so but there's no fix in there, so I don't know, but it was meant to come with a like a little small tripod. Yeah, and some people have got like 40 quid for them with the tripod and, you know, other accessories. Other people have got a bit less, and they're really all over the place, but they're generally about 20 to 40 pound. Now with the without the tripod, I'll probably be about 20 quid plus postage. I might be able to push 25 and just see. But yeah, I paid 7 quid for it thinking it was better than it was. But still, I'm happy with that because there's still profit in it. And, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You know, if I don't take these chances, I'll never know. You know, I'd rather make a smaller profit on one item or even break even on one item and actually know what it's worth and just never even take that chance. So yeah, still a little bit of profit in that, and I'm happy. I only actually spent, fun fact for you, I only actually spent 52 quid today, so not really that much. But yeah, I'm, you know, perfectly happy with what I got, perfectly fine day, so I can't complain, but sometimes you just don't spend that much, do you? But the prices were fairly okay on a lot of stuff. Phoebe's in the chat, hi there Phoebe. And Peter Ray is in the chat, hi there. Right, yeah, so, oh, the lighting went a bit funny there. Well, it seems okay, touch wood, the phone seems okay. Right, knowing me, it's just going to go completely to pot now. Right, what else? Oh, I got these, brand new and sealed, three times Lego minifigures. One is Series 13, I believe. Yeah, Series 13. So that might be worth a little bit now because Series 13 is quite a while ago and it is brand new and sealed. And then 2 times Series 14, which is the Monsters series. I liked that series. Yeah, I mean, these retail for like 253 quid. But when a series goes off the shelves, it does take a little bit of a while, but they do actually go up in value slightly. I don't know what I could get for you. I don't really want to send them into FBA because they're lower value, although I do know these probably go quick. I'd have to check the ranks, but something like this would probably go fairly quick. But obviously I'd have to sell that one as like new anyway on FBA, so I might just do a bundle and see what I get. But certainly that one might be worth selling individually for sort of maybe £6 on eBay, 5-6 quid, something like that. Blind bag series 13. But I'll have to see. But 50p each, I just wasn't going to say no because I knew that another dealer might come along and snap them up. So I thought, yeah, I've got to have them. I can't turn Lego down for some reason. It's just one of them things I just find really hard to turn down. Can't believe it. I am 50 years old today. What's that? So 1967. Wow, cool. Well, happy birthday anyway, Lisa. 50 years old. Wow, half a century, innit that? And oh, she's currently in the hospital on her birthday. That's a bit sad, isn't it? Lisa says I'm currently in the hospital with my daughter. That's a little bit sad for on your birthday as well. Well, I hope it's nothing serious anyway, Lisa. Yeah, so is it your daughter who's in hospital ill or you're ill? Because that would be terrible if it was you, but I suppose it's terrible if it's your daughter, either way on your birthday. Right, that's that bag done. Sony stuff is in there. I'm going to put that back in there. Oh, what else? Oh, here we go. I'll do this. 1 second. Oh, got 22 people watching. Oh, yeah. Reselling Polly says, Hi, Lisa. Hope your daughter is okay. So it's a daughter who's in hospital. All right. She is recovering slowly. Adds, daughter had a big bowel operation on Wednesday. Ah, right. Okay. Well, hope she gets better soon. Anyway, because they're really good at hospitals now. You know what they're like. The medical care and stuff is excellent. And my grandma recently went in for an operation, and she's recovered so quickly. You know, the medicine's so good nowadays, you know, for your recovery and stuff. Anyway, here, Sharp calculator. It is a EL-5, I think it's 531V or something. Yeah, W. Yeah. Anyway, it's a scientific calculator. Unfortunately, it didn't have its back. She said 50p. I wasn't going to leave it. Back to school time is coming, so I might be able to get sort of £6 free postage on that, something like that. I'll have to do a bit more research, but these sort of scientific calculators, you know, you can sort of get 5 to 10 quid for them delivered. Some other calculators are worth looking out for, like the one I had the other week, which was Texas Instruments. Oh God, it's freezing a bit. Is it okay? Yeah, the Texas Instruments one, that's good. And there's some other calculators that are obviously better than £10, but a lot of them, you know, these Sharp ones and Casio, a lot of them are sort of the £5 to £10 range, but worth picking up if it's like 50p, you know, that sort of value. It's definitely worth picking up. Right, so I'll leave them. Right, I'm just going to go around this other side for a second, and then I'll get this stuff. Whoa. Right then. I'm not going to show. Oh God, that was a bit. My head was cut off then. I'm not going to show you all of this. It was just a big box of brass for 4 quid. There's nothing special in there. It's all bread and butter stuff, really. I could probably scrap it and get a little bit of money for it, but I don't like doing that. I don't like. Because I've collected coins and stuff in the past. I don't like the idea of scrapping things. I just don't. You know, if someone's put effort and time into making them X number of years ago, I just don't like the idea of scrapping them. So yeah, I'm not going to show you everything, but it's a big box of brass, loads of different things in here, like bud vases or something. I think that's a bud vase, not vase. I keep saying vase. We've got like random stuff. As I say, it's not amazing stuff, but it is fairly heavy-ish brass. It's not really cheap stuff. Got like a brass bowl and stuff there. It's quite heavy, so it's a fair bit in here. Some sort of grinder or something. Bud vase. Sorry, I'm just responding to Dave in the chat. Little weird lamp, brass lamp. But there's loads of stuff in there. It is quite heavy. But as I say, there's quite a bit of stuff in there. I'll get what I can out of it. And I don't know what I'll do with the rest of it, because there's going to be some stuff in there that's not worth selling. What I might do is compile, put like a box aside and just throw any bits of brass and metalware in the future in that are just not worth selling on eBay individually. And then what I'll do is just either list it on eBay as a full job lot on an auction, or what I might do is actually put it into the auction and just sell it that way. So I don't know, but there'll be some stuff in there that's worth salvaging and putting on individually. But for £4 for the box, I wasn't going to say no. So yeah, that was that. I got for £1, I got this. This is like the only FBA thing I got, except for the console over there. Yeah, Spooks Series 1. This does really good actually on FBA. Decent rank, and brand new and sealed, it goes for £35. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to sell this as sort of used very good or used like new, because there's a big rip in the tear. I'm tempted to say used very good on that one because there's a massive rip in the tear there. So probably sell that as used very good. Probably still get about £20 for that. So yeah, can't complain there. I paid £1, so yeah, that was all good. Yeah, Spook stuff does okay actually on FBA. There's some of the series don't, but I mean like brand new and sealed. But yeah, so that was that one. Not got much left now actually, so I've sped through it quite quickly. All the Nerf stuff you see is £5, so I paid £5 for this. This was like a Nerf Elite stock. I'm sure I've sold one of these individually before for about £8-9, something like that. But yeah, some of these stocks do quite well actually on their own. I got a random Nerf, you know, attachment there. Don't know what it is. How much you reckon you will get back on all these items? Good question, Peter. I was trying to work that out before. I think probably, definitely 200, probably 300, probably over 300 out of the £50, because there are some decent items in it. I mean, all the Sony stuff put together is probably £100. With the brass and the spooks and the tin, Zumba, the Tonka. Yeah, I'd say 200 to 300, maybe over 300, but certainly 200 to 300. So yeah, that was, you know, pretty good considering it's £50. You know, that's going to be over 4 times my money back. So I'm happy with that. This is a Nerf tactical sight or something, so not too bad. And then there was this Nerf shield. And then finally was the gun I was actually interested in, is the, I think it's the Stampede, yeah, Stampede ECS, which is Electronic Clip System. If you don't know, that ECS there stands for Electronic Clip System. Thanks to Pete as well from Alan's World, because he did a video explaining what that meant. I can't take credit for that one. But yeah, I don't know what this gun goes for. Now, is this the one that needs... This isn't the one that needs a big chain, is it? I don't think it is. I don't think it is the one that needs a big chain of bullets. But certainly, I don't know, £20, something like that, around that figure. It's not going to be much different, is it? I mean, might be a bit more, but I don't know anyway. The only problem is, I don't think there's any bullets with it. So I'm going to have to buy some or wait till... Oh no, there's one bullet in it there. But I don't know, I might need to buy some more to fully test it properly. I don't know, but yeah. So that was £5 along with them. I'd probably sell that scope separately. And I might put the other attachments onto this, because I think there's some way of putting the shield onto this. I'm not sure. Maybe there is, maybe there's not. But yeah, that was that lot for £5. So I was happy with that, you know. And the good thing was, there was another dealer like behind, well, there was another dealer like at the side of me who was just about to grab the gun, and I got in there first, which is always nice because you think, yes, I beat you, you know. But, you know, the only battle at a car boot really is with yourself at the end of the day, you know, and, you know, you're constantly, in life, it's like you're battling yourself. It's always good to have a bit of healthy competition, but it is, at the end of the day, just a battle with yourself and trying to better yourself and what... you know, maybe a haul that you previously had, you're trying to better that haul, you know, all the time. So, in the end, you know, it doesn't really matter. A bit of health competition's good, but you've got to remember that, you know, the long-term battle is really only with yourself. And I think there's a great quote, actually. I don't know who it's by, but I think there's a great quote about that. So that was the Nerf. I think there's only one or two. Oh, no, there's the Sony, but I'll show you this, Wii stuff first. So I was under a bit of pressure there was this guy who I might have seen before. I don't know, I might have seen him before, but he was a bit... You know, I mean, I get the fact that dealers and resellers are a bit, you know, into your personal space and a bit sort of pushing that. But this guy was particularly so, and he was sort of looking at me, and then I was bargaining for this Wii, and then he was like right over my shoulder, like right looking, you know, almost like his mouth was almost in my ear, you know, and it felt like that at the time. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but it felt like that at the time. And you just feel a little bit insecure at that moment because they're so close to you. But he then just said to me, you know, oh, you've got a good deal on that or something. But he said it in a way that made me think that, like, he was being a bit like, oh, you haven't got a good deal on that, you know. But anyway, then he turned over and talked to one of the other regular dealers and started laughing. And I knew they were talking about me. I just knew it. But I was like, that's not going to put me off. I don't care. I might have paid up a little bit for this item, but it doesn't matter. I was just trying to get what I could at the time, you know, and if it's a smaller profit, it's a smaller profit, you know? You've got to get what you can. So, yeah, anyway, so this is what it is. It's a black Wii with one remote silicone case. All the wires, I'll get them out 1 second. Oh, it's got a Black Motion Plus with it as well. And then it's got all the wires, as you can see there. Another silicone case. I'll probably sell the two silicone cases actually separately. Got manuals and stuff in here. Manuals and stuff there. It's been well kept, to be honest. We've got a nunchuck there, which I believe is official Nintendo. I don't know. But yeah, black nunchuck. We've got in here. Didn't really have any games with it. Only had the Wii Sports and the Wii Sports Resort, but still, there's some money in them. And then the actual console unit itself. It's actually in good condition, but it's just a little bit, there's a little bit dusty on it. You know, once I get that dust off and give it a proper clean, it'll come up really nice, I can tell. But it's just got a little bit of dust on and finger marks and stuff. But not any really major scratches and stuff. And there are actually a few marks I can see here, but a lot of them will actually come off with a good clean. But yeah, still quite nice. So there's them, and then there was these two here. These two games that he threw in because he had 2 Xbox games. And basically, he wanted 20 quid. I offered a low 10, which is unlike me to offer such a low offer, you know, 50% off. Then he came back with 15, and I was trying to get him to 12, but he wouldn't go there. He said 15 was his minimum. And I was thinking, right, I just quickly totting it up in my head while this other dealer was stood next to me. And I was like, right, I can probably get about 30 for the console on FBA. I might sell the controller with the console. How much is that going to affect the price? All that. And then I was thinking, right, I can get X amount for Wii Sports, X amount for this. And then I was thinking, right, those other 2 Xbox games will be a bit of money as well. Oh, it's got the stand with it as well, just so you know. So I was thinking, right, I could probably squeeze about 40 quid out of it. Oh, I've got a low battery here, better be quick. Yeah, so I'd probably squeeze about 40 quid out of it with the games and stuff. So 15 quid into 40, I'll take that. So then I was like, right, okay, I'll do it. And it was just one of them moments that I was like, I had to just, it was do or die really. So I don't know whether I paid up a little bit, but if I have, you know, I don't care. So that's that. I could sell that Motion Plus actually on its own. Could sell that Motion Plus on its own, probably, the black one. But I think these do reasonable, but I think you need like 2 or 3 of them in a bundle, or 4 of them to get any reasonable money for them, but I don't know, but there's only 1 of them. So that was that anyway. That was quite early on at the carboot as well. That was quite early on. Right, oh, sorry, what have we got in the chat? I'm pulling up my rug here. What have we got in the chat here? Any problems with Wii U reselling, like parent settings? No, I don't really do Wii U. I've not really ever had Wii U. Oh, this is a weird angle here. I'm never usually like this. Every reseller has a different way of doing things. I'm sure some of the things he picks up you wouldn't touch. Yeah, he was kind of more of an antique reseller, you know. There's a lot of resellers around where I am. at the car boots who are focused on antiques. It's like cutthroat with antiques, you know. Soon as a car comes out, it's like, I mean, I don't want to be stereotypical or anything, but it is a lot of the time it's older people, and they're going, oh yeah, you know, we've got to get this, get that, get that. So for me to get any kind of antiques at a car boot is really hard. But you know, that's why I just stick to auctions for antiques, so that's fine anyway. But yeah, I think he was more of an, I don't think he was bothered about buying it necessarily, but it just put me off, you know, it just put me off that he was there, his presence, and I shouldn't let it put me off. Wii and Wii U, you just use a master code to reset. Wii U, you need to contact support, oh god, 1 second, and explain you purchased it second hand. Wii, there are codes online. With the Wii, I think there's just like a reset button. I'm sure I've used like a parental code reset button or something. Like just a parental reset or something. I don't know, but you can just, factory reset or something it's called. But you can just click that. I've not actually sent a Wii in for a while, but because I've not really been sniping as many video games. I've been more dealing with like sealed DVD box sets, sealed board games, sealed media, anything sealed really I've been doing a lot more of recently. But yeah, so you can just do that. There is a button, I'm pretty sure there is a button that way you just reset it. So yeah, that's that. I'll do the Sony stuff now because that is the actual title of this video. So I will do the Sony stuff. Okay, same. Got a Wii U bundle local collections to pick up. Oh right. Nice one, Dave. Yeah, I know, cool. Yeah, C&H, I think they do well with, you know, I had on a Sunday haul a few weeks back. They do alright with Wii U bundles. Anyway, I'm pressed for time now, and my battery's going, so I've got to be quick with this last bit. So, this was weird. It was like, today, every other store I went to, there was something Sony. And there was a couple of items I didn't actually pick up and I left there. But here's what I got anyway. So for £2, I got this Sony, what is it? It's a voice recorder, I believe. Clear voice recorder. The model number is TCM-200DV. So, oh, it's a cassette recorder, I believe it says on the back anyway. Paid £2 for it, so that was a decent price. Now there's been one sold for £60, but I just don't know how achievable that is anymore because there's one on that's like with its box and with like paperwork and stuff, and it's on for £50, and then there's one unboxed on for like 27. So I don't know, I might shoot 30-40 quid and see what comes up. It's got a bit of wear around here, it's got a few little scratching, oh, and it's got that thing on the top there, that bit of wear there. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's like some stain or wear or something. So yeah, maybe 30 quid, something like that, but still, from £2 I was happy with that. And that was, I think that was the last Sony item I actually picked up. I picked up, this was the first Sony item I picked up. This is, got a bit of sticker residue to the top there, I don't know if you can see. That'll come off quite easily. I've been trying to get it off before the stream, but I just didn't have enough time to get it off because I wanted to get going. But yeah, as you can see, starting to come off already. This is a Sony WM-EX194 cassette player. And this, I'll be looking to get about 20 to 30. I think 30 is achievable on this, so I'm going to go for 30 plus postage. I have seen one sold unboxed for 30 quid, 29.99 plus postage. Again, I paid £2 for that, so yeah, that was nice. Just a nice little item there. Sony Walkman. So, I think it's crazy, isn't it? All this from one car boot. And this was only a little car boot. There was only about 30-40 cars there. So it was just odd, you know. That there was so much Sony stuff. As I say, there was another couple of items that I ended up leaving because it was like a Sony Dream Machine or something, and I don't know, I didn't look it up on my phone, but I don't think that's worth that much, so I didn't pick it up, but I don't know, I might be wrong. Sony Walkman D-E340 with the original Sony headphones, well maybe not the original, but certainly Sony branded headphones. So nice item there. This doesn't seem to command as much as the other one, you know, the other Sony what's it called, cassette player. I don't know why I forgot that. It doesn't seem to pound as much as the cassette player, I don't know why. But yeah, probably looking about 20 quid for that, maybe get 25 or something. I'm going to have to do a bit more research on Completed and Sold, because I literally just went through Completed and Sold very quickly before I came on, so I at least have some sort of knowledge on this stuff. So yeah, I'm at probably 20, 25, but I'll have to do a bit more research. But I paid two of these I paid 2 quid for, which I believe was those two. I think I paid 1 quid for this, and then there was another one. There was this one that I know I paid 3 quid for, but I paid 2 quid for 2. Then there was 1 quid for one of them, and then there was 3 quid for this. But I just don't know which ones I paid which prices for. I know what I paid in total, but I don't know which ones I paid what prices for, basically. But yeah, so there's this. And I walked past this bag about 10, 15, 20 times, and other dealers must have done too. It's an antler bag. This is why you have to look in every single bag. Every single bag, every single box, look in it. Because if you don't, I mean, I could have walked away and not got this. It's not a very valuable item, but, you know, it's more money, really. So, yeah, I opened the bag to find this in here. Yet again, this was my final, I think this was either final or second to last Sony item I actually picked up. I think the final one was that voice recorder thing, voice recorder. But yeah, I thought, oh my god, it's another Sony item. And this is a Sony Cybershot 2.0 megapixels camera thing, I don't know. Yeah, it's not very good, this. It's got the instructions, it's got a lead with it of some sort. I think it's a micro USB or a camera lead or something. But yeah, it's got its instructions with it and, you know, random documentation there. I don't even know whether it's the right documentation, but yeah, because I just grabbed it and said, how much do you want for it? And then she said 3 quid, and I was like, yeah, I'll have it. It's in this nice antler camera bag though, so I'll probably sell it with the bag, because it is quite a nice item, and I think that might help me get a bit better price for it. But yeah, I think some of these have gone as low as about 15 quid. Hopefully with the bag and stuff I might be able to push 20, 25, something like that. But yeah, I did see on Completed and Sold a lot of these only seem to go around that 15 quid mark. I think a few did go for around the £20 mark as well, but yeah, I thought that would be better than it was, but still, for 3 quid, there's plenty of profit in that, so I can't complain. So, that was my car boot haul, that's it. So, not masses upon masses, but certainly some good items. Hopefully there'll be some better value items in there as well, not as many of those, you know, £5, £6, £7, £8 items. Because this is the thing, when you go for that slightly higher value range, that sort of £20, £30 and slightly up range, you don't actually need to get as many items to create the same amount of money. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just, you know, lower the quantity a bit, but just, you know, get a few more than £20, £30 items instead of like 1,000 £5 items, you know, that I used to get. So I'm just going to quickly look in the chat before I go. Thanks for everyone for joining me as well, because, you know, it really does make it when there's a lot of people in the chat. How many steps did you do at today's car boot ads? Well, I'd normally do about 9,000, but because this one was, as I say, it was quite a small car boot, it was in a small area, although I was walking around a hell of a lot, I only did about 5,500, so yeah, I was actually hoping I'd do about 8,000 or 9,000, so, and, you know, I've done pretty much my 10k. I am trying to step it up to about 15 to 20k, you know, every few days now. So some days I'll do like 10k, and then other days I'll try and hit 15 to 20 to, you know, get training for doing the 50k. I'm also increasing my intake of food, because obviously if I'm doing more steps I need to do that. So but yeah, I only did 5,500, which was quite odd really, you know, considering I normally do a bit more than that. Thought I saw an Olympus Muji, or however you say it, camera in a box full of crap. Once went for a rummage and found a Canon A1 camera worth 150 quid. Picked it up for 7. Wow, that's awesome. I sold my Cybershot with starter camera in the title. Sells better as parents buy them for young ones. Ah, right, cool. Oh god, I'm so behind on the chat. I just got off the phone to your car boot sale lads. Apparently that antique dealer is suffering from brewer's droop and was chuckling away at his inadequacies. Oh my god. Right then. So, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you did like the video, please do give it a like. I will be back. Oh, yeah, I just want to say, did everyone enjoy my little guest appearance on the, not the chat chat, I keep wanting to say the chat, but it was, you know, just the guest slot, because I don't think many people were expecting that, although I did kind of give it away in Thursday Talks, but, yeah, I hope people enjoyed that anyway. It was really, really fun to get on there, you know, finally. And yeah, I mean, I want to say a massive thank you to Nick as well for allowing me to go on there, because I don't really think I actually said thank you, and I feel really bad for not saying that. So, yeah, massive thank you to Nick for actually having me on there, and it was really, really good. It was really, really fun. So yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you very soon. I'm really glad the phone worked as well. So yeah, see you soon, guys. Oh yeah, just quickly, this is a new jacket as well. This is a new jacket. It's not the same one, it's a new one, but I like the style, so I just got, you know, similar one. Yeah, anyway, I'm going now, so bye.